And we are good to go. So, the magic man. The magic man. The man that is on everyone's... I bet your DMs are going crazy at the moment, right?
They have been lately. People have taken note, kind of just how well things have gone for me recently. Just trying to share the knowledge, which is cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once people see like a few results or something that's working in the group, it's just like, you know, everyone wants to know you. So, yeah, I can expect your DMs are going to be busy, but we're going to chat about that in this interview anyway, a little bit later on. But could we start with just getting a little bit more, start by knowing a little bit more about you and your background and how you got into trading in the first place?
Yeah, sure. So I did finance at university. So I've always been sort of into trading as part of that. So I started out looking at trading stocks and options. So I've done that for ever since I was like 18. Just had a few money to throw on trading accounts, and then naturally digressed into sort of just through watching YouTube videos, getting into trading, specifically EA trading. I've never really bothered with the sort of manual side, just because I didn't have really the patience or the time for it, to be honest. So always had my hands in sort of financial markets, let's say, but I'm relatively new to Forex.
Okay, cool. So how long have you been trading? Like, how long have you been trading altogether? So how many years have you been?
God. Maybe we're about 8 years. But that's a mixture between options, dividend growth investing, and then now recently in the last year and a half, 2 years, Forex.
Nice. And you've been a member of POW for how long?
Just over a year. So I started with a couple of other small EAs beforehand, and then naturally found POW later on.
Cool. So before you found POW, what would you say were the three main things that you kind of struggled with, or three challenges that you had before you found POW?
So to be honest, I've never been into the manual trading, putting lines on charts, sticking to a strategy. So I mean, all those things kind of preach kind of an exit and entry strategy, which to me can all be automated, exactly like how POW do it. So I don't understand the whole manual trading thing. But it was finding an EA that could configure those settings. They're all very one-dimensional. I guess it was finding something that was kind of multi-purpose, something that could take advantage of all sort of market conditions, and also the risk reward on a lot of the EAs that you can buy are rubbish. When I found POW, obviously naturally that fixed all three of those things.
I think you joined at like a perfect time as well. I think joined at like a time when the EA is literally at its best. Because it's true what you say, like most EAs are actually one-dimensional, and you know where POW started and where it's at now, like with the banker EA, is kind of crazy. So yeah, you joined at a perfect time. But if nothing had changed and you hadn't have joined, where do you currently think you'd be with your trading?
I guess I would be trying to make one of these other EAs work, but the problem is, you know, you would never pass a prop firm challenge with them. Like I was a member of Forex Fury, which is quite a popular EA on the market beforehand, and they're basically saying, oh, you've got to run it without a stop loss, sometimes 40% drawdown. I mean, you're not getting any prop firm pass with that. And that was just for a risk reward of like 5 pips. So pretty crazy. So
it's insane.
To be honest, I don't know. all the other ones were a bust. So I think I would have had to maybe have left out of Forex trading and gone somewhere else. So I'm not really sure.
A lot of people say the same thing, to be honest. That's kind of why I ask it. It's just like, most people say that they probably would quit if they hadn't have, stumbled across POW.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I have my day job, and obviously, I can't sit there drawing lines on charts. One, I just don't have the patience, and also, I would have itchy fingers. I would constantly want to be in the market, so it just wouldn't work out for me, manual trading. So, and I knew that from the jump. So, yeah, I'd have to have left.
Yeah. So since you've been inside POW, have you only focused on Banker EA, or are you using any of the other products as well?
So I have all three. I have the Edge, and I have the Red Alert as well. So I've been testing the Red Alert in the background,
Nice.
and I've been testing the Edge in the background, just trying to get more familiar with them. But it's mostly been the Banker that I've had the most time on. I've more recently joined Red Alert and Edge, so I've had less time on those.
Yeah. And what sort of success seen so far?
What was that, sorry?
Sorry, what sort of success have you been seeing so far? So we're going to talk about, all the results that I've been seeing you post inside the group on your live trading. But before that, have you seen any other success? Like, have you passed any challenges? Have you taken any challenges?
Oh, yeah. So, this is kind of why I went to live trading. So, I joined Banker, and then quite quickly got on with it. Passed first class Forex funds. Obviously, past that, then they don't give me my account, and then it just kind of everything happens, and I'm just like, this is devastating. I've done the work. I should have got the account. I haven't. So I think, okay, fine. In the background, I'm silently perfecting my strategy. So, and then I try and I get an offer for Acker FX. And I go, okay, well, I'll do an Acker FX then. Basically, I do an Acker FX. I pass that. I get the first month's profits, which were about $6,000. Then I get an email saying, "Oh, we're not going to pay you that out because of whatever reason. So we're just going to offer you 30% in a refund, and you can be on your way." And I thought, okay, whatever. So I was sat there thinking to myself, well, this is really devastating. I thought, well, do I just give up, or, and then I realized that I'd gone with the more lesser known prop firms. So I then take a challenge with my Forex funds. And I must have been £150 away from the challenge. And then I just go on the Discord one morning and it's gone. So I thought, something is just telling me prop firms aren't really for me. And to be honest, in the time I've been running my masters the entire time, and from July to August, I would on my masters, I had banked maybe 10, 11 grand, and without any drawdown, a one broker challenge or anything like that, and it would have. If that was live trading, that would all be in my bank account right now. If the prop firms that I've gone with were legitimate, they would be all in my prop firm, in my bank account right now. So, it was really painful. It was really, really painful to see all that money I made and not be rewarded for it.
100%. I think, a lot of people are in a similar position. Going through those three prop firms, the amount of times I've heard them come up. So they all come with challenges. And also I think a key thing here is obviously you've built, it sounds like you built quite a bit of resilience from those experiences, which you're now taking into your live trading. So that's only going to benefit you long term. So there are positives, I suppose, that we can take from that. And then since you've been live trading, what sort of profit are you now seeing on your live trading account?
As soon as my Forex funds kind of blew up, I kind of just went, do you know what, I'm just going to live trade. So I've only been doing it about a month now, but my first month I've made just about £3,000. It was going, pretty well. Last week ran into a bit of difficulty, hit a couple of EPs, but yeah, 3K on the first month, to be honest. So fantastic.
Very nice. And how big's the account to start with?
So I started with £7,000. So
you've nearly made 50.
Quite a return. Yeah, exactly.
In 1 month. In 1 month.
In 1 month. Yep, in 1 month.
Amazing, mate. And what sort of drawdown have you seen from that?
So I think the highest I experienced was at the back end of last week, kind of when there was some crazy moves in the market. And that was 2.8K, which is quite significant on the size of the account. But each of my set files, because I run quite a few, were no more than like 0.3 in drawdown. So we're nowhere near kind of like an EP. It was just them culminated together to kind of have a higher drawdown. But usually we run below. Usually run about £600, £700.
Nice. And have you found? So what I remember correctly is you're using a massive amount of sets, right?
Yeah. So I'm kind of using quite a few pairs, US dollar related. I split my kind of sets into short and long. Then the 3 sessions, so the Asian, the London, and the New York. And then kind of I have just a ranging set for each, and then a trending set for each. People have actually now taken my strategy and added it against trend setting as well. So see how they get on.
And how are you finding the new process? Are you in Portfolio Finder to find these sets, or are you doing them on your own?
I'm actually doing them on my own. I think I just like to look at the kind of charts when I put it on, I just go through the optimization and just check things out. I think maybe eventually I'll digress to the Portfolio Finder. But for now, it seems like a short price to pay. I mean, I'm putting in just a few hours every few months to get these new sets. Because of the backtest period, I don't really need to do it very often. It just seems a short price to pay for very good results.
Great stuff. Fantastic, mate. So obviously you're seeing results and things are going well. Do you think this has had an effect on you personally as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, eventually the long-term goal is to get financial freedom, just like I guess anyone in POW. Get your time back. So yeah, for sure. I think we're much further on the way than we ever have been before. I mean, I was doing dividend growth investing before, very, very slow, takes a long time. Whereas this, you kind of see instant results, and it's fantastic.
Great stuff. Brilliant. So with all that being said, if you could give 3 pieces of advice to either people that are sitting on the fence or members that might be struggling or new members, what would they be?
One, just give it a go. You've got nothing to lose just by sitting on the fence. It's free to get a demo account. And you can just load up the EA, just check what it's about, check where you want to range, and just see what results you can get. And then, if you like them, proceed onwards.
Love it.
Just give it a go. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. 2, if you're humming and hawing about, buying a course or anything like that, I mean, a course is just basically going to teach you when to enter and exit a trade, and also psychology. I mean, the EA enters the trade, exits the trade, and handles all your psychology on your behalf. I mean, all you have to do is teach yourself not to look at the terminal all the time. But you know, an EA isn't going to freak out if you're, you know, in a bit more drawdown, and it's also not going to close out your trades early if you not, you know, if that's not what you've optimized. It takes kind of all the hard work out of your hands. And then 3, really great community. You learn a lot from a lot of people. People have mixed experience, whether it's cent accounts, prop trading, funded traders, live accounts, people running various strategies, whether it's they're gold only, they run diversified portfolios, 72 cent files. You know, kind of, there's a bit there for everyone, and everyone seems, you know, more than willing to help each other out. So, you know, you'll never be stuck.
Love that.
Yeah,
love
that'd be my 3.
That's brilliant stuff, mate. Brilliant stuff. You couldn't have summed it up any better. Like, quite literally, man. You covered everything there. It's true. There is a lot going on in the group. Like, there is something for everyone. Like, you know, not everyone wants to trade a funded account. You know, not everyone wants to trade live funds. So
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you know, people obviously don't like the rules of prop firms. Sometimes people don't like the reliability of some. But you know, if you backtest, you know, let's say gold, and you've got set files where they've taken, you know, several hundred trades over a long period of time, and they've banked every single time, max drawdown 0.25%. Why not just, you know, give it some of your money? You know, that's good odds.
100%, man. 100%. Are you trading cent accounts, by the way?
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, my plan is maybe take some of my profits, maybe, and then just put them into like an aggressive gold set, like sort of like Darren runs. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you haven't gone down that route already. Like, you know, I know people are live trading, but I thought the majority of people were like using cent accounts just because you can leverage, you know, your money a little bit better.
To be honest, I think because of everything that happened to me with the first class Forex funds, then the AcroFX, and then MF, my Forex funds. I just wanted something regulated. I don't know too much about cent.
Smart.
But I know ICAP, I know Oanda, you know, they're not going to run off with your money. You know, so I just thought, you know what, just stick with them for the time being. And then I'll do my research on, I think it's Robo Prime or something like that.
Robo Prime.
Yeah, I'll do my research on them. It's just I didn't know much about them when I kind of just
that makes sense.
To hell with MF. I'm just going to trade and start making some of this money that I've been making on demos.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Yeah, it's a good example to set. Really is fantastic. And congrats on the progress so far. And I hope to see you, you know, posting more of your results in the group.
Yeah. We're 500 pounds on today, so life is good. Life is good.
Great stuff, man. All right, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, so I'm just gonna click stop record. One second.